Welcome to Fat Dad Creations, and more specifically, Fat Dad Gaming. Today I'm playing some Hogwarts Legacy. Whenever the game announced that Azkaban would be in it, it was also announced that only one house would be able to go to it. But they didn't specify what house, at least not anywhere I read. Well, luck has it, it ended up being Hufflepuff. I chose Hufflepuff thanks to the Wizarding World app and website, a quiz that sorts you into a house and then also tells you what kind of wand to have. And then you can actually link your account to the game and it puts those right in. Quiz told me I should be a Hufflepuff, and I said I was going to stick to what the quiz did, so here I am. There's only luck that Hufflepuff ends up having the Azkaban mission. So I thought I would make this video to save all of you that don't want to do a Hufflepuff playthrough from having to do it and still getting to see Azkaban. So here we are in the Hufflepuff area. I think it's nice. It's very green. It's pretty.
Excuse me. I'd like to speak to you.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there, soon I hope.
No way I can say no to the ancestor of Cedric Diggory.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned.
Excuse me, come in.
I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
Oh, hello. Miss Thistlewood.
Madam Thistlewood.
Oh, Madam
I met
Thistlewood,
your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
What a horrible story. If you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful news. You are to be commended for your kindness and bravery. Fortunately, being a retired Auror has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Can you tell me more about Apollonia Black?
Wretched, vindictive girl, that one. Apollonia claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he broke her heart. The Black family's power over certain people in the Ministry, along with the fact that Anne is Muggle-born, sealed her fate.
I'd like to know more about Anne.
That poor soul never was the brightest girl, and that lack of wit proved to be her undoing.
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely toying with her. Who could have known he'd end up dead?
She's not held up well in Azkaban. In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence. I'd like to clear her name if we can.
You said Jackdaw's ghost appeared briefly, then vanished. Where do you think he went?
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on and on about adventure. If I had to guess, he tired of Scotland and is somewhere on the other side of the globe by now.
All right. Let's go talk to a stranger who I'm somehow supposed to have the trust of more than anyone else for some reason, even though she trusts no one. Let's see how this goes.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
Oh, I'm a first-time splinter myself. Wouldn't mind a few drinks first, if you don't mind.
That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me.
Wave of
Keep your
despair
wits
that
about you.
passes, huh?
I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Oh, I don't get over
Rustic
people
elementals.
unjustly being
Not even I could
imprisoned
convince the Ministry to send
as
them
quick
off.
as you do.
There's no need for such monsters.
Careful around, Anne. She's been here a lot longer than the rest of us.
I had my want. I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you.
Well, that's probably why you're here.
You don't scare me, young cur. I teach you some little what you should know at Hogwarts.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
Take a look inside one of the cells. It's pretty gross. Also pretty sure I'm stepping in someone's feces.
Has someone come to feed me? Is someone there?
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now
Yeah,
remember,
someone's here.
Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hogsfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave? Near Upper Hogsfield?
Hogsfield, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins? Near Upper Hogsfield? I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
Oh shit. That's not good. Also, she gave me that information pretty easily. I'm starting to wonder if Thistlewood here ever even actually talked
The
to her.
cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
Okay.
This must be the place Anne told me about. No one's been here for ages. Revelio.
Okay. A little treasure action. Don't mind if I do.
Incendio.
Okay.
Accio.
Nothing like robbing some crypts for some sweet gloves.
Revelio.
Alright.
Accio. You'll not outfox me, Jackdaw.
I mean, I don't know how hard he was trying to outfox you. Literally just had to use Revelio for the 1000th time.
You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now,
Sure.
where's the clue you
Enjoy
left behind?
the confidence.
A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
Really starting to seem like no one tried to actually solve this case. Like Cedric Diggory's ancestor Thistlewood and dropped the ball on this one.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired Aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves. And then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart.
Ugh,
I had to go on without her.
hate how British people
Probably
have
best for her
R
in the end.
sounds to things.
Dare I ask?
Sore.
How is she?
Rebecca. Well, dude, you pretty much ruined her
She was
life.
imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. Why didn't you exonerate her?
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart.
Oh, this dude's definitely an old
I came
school
back here only
fuckboy.
recently. On a whim.
No
I
care
must
about
speak to the aura
consequences.
you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you lose your head?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do find yourself in a cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black. Did she set up Anne to take the fall?
Have you never met any members of the Black family? They can be rather vindictive. Once Anne showed an interest in me, Apollonia couldn't let it alone. That her own heart had grown cold simply didn't matter.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. Found them on the floor outside the library where he discarded them. Not my luckiest find, all things considered.
Yeah, I'd say not.
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there. Here I am, as good as my
Here.
word.
Spectral fuckboy returns.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It would take the patience of a Hufflepuff to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros.
No,
I
thank
think
you.
it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Alrighty then.
The waterfall. For a
Oh,
thief,
how
Jackdaw's
pretty.
surprisingly as good as his word. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Revelio. Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Alright.
wonder how big this place is. Revelli. These rooms must have something to do with opening this door.
Nope.
I can shoot the symbol, but it doesn't stay there for long. Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here.
I mean, is it really a puzzle when you just have to shoot 3 things quickly?
Remarkable. It's a big round building full down there. Accio.
Working at all? They're not moving this time. Oh, say I didn't get all the stars.
Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
Alright, let's see what we're seeing. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Let's see. Alright, let's try this again. There we go.
I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is.
Well, I think I figured out what cut his head off.
Jackdaw.
Jiminy
Is there
Christmas.
something beyond this room?
Well, that was easy.
What? That's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. Gringotts and the restricted section.
Alright, and that's the end of the Hufflepuff exclusive part of this mission, quest. Pretty sure this part everyone has, and that was pretty much the whole point of the doorway.
Where am I?
Just to join the storylines into this part. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed seeing Azkaban as briefly as it was, and solving what chopped off the fuckboy's head. Anyway, have fun. Hope everyone gets a chance to play this. It's a really fun game, even though it's a little repetitive. Just remember, I'm always proud of you.